Hello everyone, and Korean people, and infamous feminist Mindy Kotler like since ago. This is Kiki Jules. You have to notice and ask you to look in a word. Please listen. Infamous feminist Mindy Kotler commented on my page. Kotler is a shell for Beijing. She ignores current Chinese sex slavery and focuses on Japanese from World War II. My response: Mindy, you finally showed up under your own name, but it appears you drank the Kool-Aid, just like Alex Sterling and others, when they try and use this to try and prove 200,000 were kidnapped. The Dutch cases, such as that of Jan-Ralph Ohan, actually shows the opposite. Simple common sense 101 questions. If it was Japanese policy to kidnap women, why did they shut down all the brothels in the region? When they found out she and her group had been kidnapped, why do the Dutch say that? Only around 60-70 women out of around 400 volunteers were found to be forced, 90 from Jan's group in some land. Why are the rules clear in the Dutch survey? That the women had to have a volunteer statement on file, even providing a translator if they needed one in case they couldn't read. Why did the Dutch not punish everyone? If it was a system that was forcing all the women, Rolling Stone magazine found out the hard way that left on the college campuses doesn't mean college campuses endorse or promote the rape culture. Japan had violations of this system, as we did in Hawaii, France, and occupied Japan, Germany, everywhere. The idea there were 400,000 forced sex slaves is a cult lie. On the lowest level, hysterical cult talk, anyone who denies this is to be whipped. Typical cult behavior. Believe what you are told to believe or suffer. You're in the middle of a card game. You're a con artist. The comfort woman Ruby keeps repeating the same lies while ignoring all the evidence of the time that they were prostitutes. Why are focused on the Japanese prostitutes of 70 years ago when there are credible reports of much larger and actual sex slave operations in China today? They are regularly caught such as in Canada running sex slaves today. You ignore this. It doesn't fit your can game and cut hysterics. Why do you avoid what you can't fix today by tilting at windmills of yesterday? Your buddy, Mike Honda, might have some answers. I am an investigative writer. I live by facts. Hysterics are not persuasive, they are alarming. How much funding have you received from Korean and Chinese government-related entities? Unlike university professors, my livelihood actually depends on facts. Your colleague, Alexis Taden, who was awarded the Manhai Prize by Chosen Ilbo for her activism in South Korea, is on the Harvard Advisory Council for Japanese Constitutional Revision, met with UN storyteller David K. Just days after, he went on a political mission to smear the entire Japanese press. He participated in the obvious kangaroo publicity stunt show trial in Tokyo, and most recently, turned the Association for Asian Studies into her political vehicle for leading a biased and unfounded vendetta against Prime Minister Shinzo Abe and anyone willing to move Article 9 force so Japan can finally grow up and become a responsible nation in shared defense cooperation in the region. Is that telling facts, or the usual left-wing professional ideology? Are you? During HR 121 process, in which you supported the obvious lie that 200,000 women were kidnapped by the Japanese military at the behest of Congressman Mike Honda. The HR 121 process was deceptive in the extreme. Was Larry Nikic working for any Korean-founded or supporting organizations when he wrote the CRS in April of 27? Why were the special rules for voting enacted and only a handful of lawmakers actually voted for HR, yet the process releases made it? Sounds like the entire US government rose up to condemn Japan? Why were the conflicting testimonies and counter-evidence not provided to the House? And you guided the process first for Hyde, then for Handel. It should be clear, given your and Darden's naked practical admissions, why you run from the fact. The individual situation you bring up was tragic. The perpetrators were punished as they should have been. But even if the level of violations was close to what you are promoting, it's not close. That much is obvious. I'll ask you again. Why don't you highlight the current instance of sex slavery in China, like Lady Little John does over at Women's Rights Without Frontiers? Why don't you have organized a House resolution condemning China for the current sex slavery and trafficking for its virtual villages? Why don't you work as hard on the modern comfort women allegations against USGIs? Your acts to grind against our ally the Japanese is obvious, like Gloria Steinem, who crossed into North Korea to fight Kim Jong-il's murderous regime while sparing the lie that Japan's position on comfort women is keeping the two Koreans apart. Anyone who actually believes the comfort women myth without mentioning the current crimes against women in places like China, and yes, even South Korea, is an obvious show. You are show and a can. Thank you. Bye bye.